in Detroit. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, it's been a lost first month of this. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Throwing on first down is Lock. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's second down. On second down, here's the option. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. Right out on the first play and attack the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Britt Campbell making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 60 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Britt. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Landry again, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 1.
From the gun, Britt, man open, it's Moss, complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run here with Swift. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Britt. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0.
7. Vikings nothing.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come down.
Now Rocky wants the football in town, and this is scooped up by the Lions. Well, they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings 5-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the blitz. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 46.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
On 1st down, Lock. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. And he comes back with one complete.
Lock's pass.
9 yards, not left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Curry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On play action, Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Vikings 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On 1st down, Britt. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
on 2nd down now. Swift. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
DeAndre Swift. That's good.
We're on 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Britt, he's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now quickly to Judy. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. (10-3) our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
10, Vikings 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd and 2, Britt. He's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Swift. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, Britt. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 3-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that was a 13-play drive in total. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. 2nd quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on it, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On 2nd down now, it's Curry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw on 3rd down, Lock. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, Swift. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. They'll run on first down. Swift. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Britt shoves him aside. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Britt. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
Down at the 39.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Britt. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Eluding the pressure. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Following the fumble recovery, it's locked. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Mike Hughes. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Britt, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Locke's trying to hurry him up with it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and now it's 3rd down. Complete here to the right to Bolden. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them. And
they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Britt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To throw on 2nd down, Britt. And he's got his man on the out route. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, Britt. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Jameis Winston has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Once again, it's Swift. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
a 4-yard.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. They'll keep it on the ground. Curry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Operating from the gun. Britt.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Swift.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Made at the 49-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on third down. Britt got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 22.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throwing on first down. Britt. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Contact. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to the air on second down. Britt.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Curry, and he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Shotgun snap to Locke. Looking middle, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
12 brings up
second and 8 coming up.
34-yard line.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Catch made here by Campbell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's Swift. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more
in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. It's Curry, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. It's brought in by Bolden. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. But so the line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
49-yard line. A 5-yard gain. Brings up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? On 3rd down, Britt. Campbell making the catch. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Running is Swift. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Britt. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 1st down, Swift. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
The 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24.
34. Vikings 10.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Lock now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. 33 yards that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 41-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Locke looks to throw it again.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play.
Right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Locke now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Minnesota.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's the fullback. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Locke working out of the gun. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, for 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Detroit, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.